and short, man, that's House of Sport. Who you calling when you're fourth and short, man, that's
I'm
House
Casey
of
from the
Sport.
House of Sport podcast, the show about all things local sports here in East Tennessee. Over the past year, I've had so many great guests on the show to help me tell the real stories behind what makes Knoxville such a great market for sports, all the way from Little League Baseball to professional athletes that are from this area. So please take a moment, subscribe to the House of Sport podcast. And if you've already listened to the show, please take a moment to leave me a rating and write a review on Apple Podcasts. So right now, here's a quick look here and a quick note from a few of the guests that I had on the show over the past year. Enjoy.
What's up, y'all? Joshua Dobbs here, quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. Looking for you guys tapping in, learning a little bit about myself, and also everything going on in local sports in Knoxville. I'll see y'all soon when I get back home.
Hey, this is Josh Ward from 99.1 The Sports Animal. I host Josh and Swain every weekday from 12 until 3. I had a blast on the House of Sport podcast. Casey, I hope you'll have me back. How about next time after we climb the wall together? Thanks again.
Hey everyone, I'm Rhiannon Podke, and I'm a sports journalist, and I'm also the founder and executive director of Goods for Greatness, a nonprofit that provides sports equipment to low-income kids. And I had so much fun on the House of Sport podcast with Casey, one of the best interviews I've ever done, and I know you all love every single person he has on the podcast, so check it out.
Hey everybody, Budo Splash is here from Tennessee men's basketball team. I just wanted to say I had a great time at House of Sports podcast. We got to share a lot of great stories and go Vols.
Hi, I'm Kenzie Couch, and I am a senior at the University of Tennessee. I'm also a fourth year on the cheer team. I got to be a guest on the House of Sports podcast this week, where I got to talk about my experience as a cheerleader, some fun stories, and also just how I got to where I am today. So I had such a great time sharing all this with Casey, so definitely check out the episode.
Hey, this is Brian Canever at the Knox Soccer Podcast, and I just want to say thank you to Casey Beaman and the Diggs House of Sport podcast for doing such a wonderful job allowing local sports fans here in the Knoxville and East Tennessee area to get a behind-the-scenes look at the lives of some of our favorite athletes. Casey, beyond having a voice that is as creamy and smooth as you could ever ask for, brings knowledge and expertise that we really truly value. So thank you, Casey, and thank you, Diggs.
What's good, everybody? It's Cedric Tillman, receiver for the football team, Tennessee. Just want to say I had a great time at the House of Sports podcast. It was a great show, and by the way, I like the story.
Hey, I'm Becky Kelly with BK Cross Training. I recently did a podcast for the House of Sport called Just Keep Moving. We're so fortunate to have a place like Dick's House of Sport here in Knoxville. It's a place where the community can come together and enjoy the facilities, the store, all the experiences it has to offer. And the podcast does a great job of closing the loop. It focuses on local businesses, local athletes, and local youth sports. And there's plenty of content, and Casey will for sure keep you entertained. So if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you do today.
Hello, my name is Bill Houston. I'm the Senior Associate Athletic Director for Strategic Initiatives and Revenue at UT Athletics. I just wanted to say thank you very much to House of Sport for allowing me to take place in their podcast that helps to talk about local youth sports. I know that's a terrific initiative. House of Sport is a terrific company. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of it, and please give me a call if you want me to do it again. All right, thanks.
Hey everyone, my name is Lindsay Romig. I am a senior at the University of Tennessee, and I'm a goalkeeper on the women's soccer team. I just love House of Sport podcast and what Casey is doing. It was awesome to be on the show, and you guys should really go check it out. It's great that he talks about local youth communities and just sports in the area of Knoxville. So definitely check it out.
Hey, Sam Weisbrod here. I am the Director of Growth at Knox SC. I've been with the club since the beginning. It's just been so cool to be a part of this thing, from before it was One Knox, it was Knox Pro Soccer to what it is now. And, just to be kind of a small part of that and to connect with so many people from across Knoxville, who are passionate about soccer and passionate about bringing pro soccer to this awesome place. And so that's Casey. Casey's the man. He's got that podcast, which is kind of telling stories from across the sports landscape here in Knoxville. If you want to get kind of like that grassroots perspective on local sports here, whether it's like UT athletics or it's rec soccer or anything else in between, Casey's the man for that. So thanks, Casey, for the opportunity, and go One Knox.
Hey Casey, it's Vance Link. Thanks so much to you and Dix for having me on your podcast to tell a little bit about my story. I've been in youth recreation pretty much my entire life, more specifically baseball with young people. For the last 42 years, I think it is now, I've pitched baseball games and umpired with 6 and 7 year olds. And again, thanks so much for having me, and I'm honored. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Adam Garrison. I am the field lead at House of Sport in Knoxville. So we've got the field here, we've got cornhole set up, football, basketball, soccer, all different kinds of things. We've got a 40-yard turf field, and Casey does our community relations at the store, and I was on his podcast a couple weeks ago just kind of talking about what I get to do, and really enjoy just being out here. Having kids, teenagers, adults come out and enjoy just free play on the field. Thanks.
Hey, again, thanks for watching this. I really want you to know this is just a few of the names that I've had on the podcast over the past year. I've also gotten to speak to folks like Knoxvillian PGA golfer Scott Stallings, Olympic athlete and current Tennessee Vol Daryl Sullivan, Carol Evans from Outdoor Knoxville, and even some of my favorite UT football players that were really heroes of mine when I was a kid, like Joey Kent and Jay Graham. Go ahead, subscribe to the House of Sport podcast, please, on any app where you listen to podcasts. And again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this.
Who you calling when you're fourth and short? Man, that's House of Sport. Who you calling when you're fourth and short? Man, that's House of Sport.